In the labyrinth of our existence, woven intricately by the hands of God, lies a profound truth that our happiness is anchored in Him. Yet we often search for it in fleeting, worldly pleasures. As C.S. Lewis eloquently articulates in his seminal work, The Problem of Pain, God, who intricately crafted us, understands our essence and our ultimate joy in Him. However, in his wisdom he recognizes that as long as we find comfort in our earthly lives, we are unlikely to seek solace in His divine presence. Thus, when our lives are steeped in comfort, devoid of pain, we are often reluctant to surrender fully to His will. In His boundless love, God may allow discomfort to seep into our lives, not as a punishment, but as a gentle nudge towards a deeper, more profound happiness found solely in Him. Reflecting on the wisdom of C.S. Lewis, we see that the trials we endure are not purposeless. They serve as catalysts, redirecting our focus from the transient to the eternal. Today I want to delve into the concept of temporality in our struggles. We all encounter hardships that seem unending, and in the face of relentless adversity, it's natural to feel disheartened, to question the efficacy of our prayers as situations seemingly deteriorate. However, the Apostle Paul offers a beacon of hope in 2 Corinthians, reminding us that our current troubles are ephemeral, mere blips in the vast expanse of eternity. These trials, though they appear formidable now, are but temporary, and the joy that awaits us is everlasting. In the midst of our struggles, it's easy to be deceived by appearances, to believe that our circumstances are immutable, that we are destined to remain in debt, to suffer from ill health, or to wander in solitude. But remember, we serve a supernatural God, one who transcends the limitations of our human understanding. God reassures us that our problems are fleeting. Soon this chapter of hardship will close, and victory will be ours. Our health will be restored, and the desires of our hearts will be fulfilled. While our reasoning may falter, deeming these outcomes impossible, faith in God invites us to trust in His limitless power. He can achieve what we cannot fathom, turning the seemingly impossible into reality. So let us embrace our struggles with the understanding that they are temporary, paving the way for an eternal joy that awaits us in God's divine plan. In life, it's easy to get bogged down by thoughts of why things won't work out, or how long it might take to see a change. Instead, let's embrace a new mindset. Imagine saying, Father, I am grateful that this hardship is temporary. Thank you for the swift resolution of this illness, this depression, and these family struggles when you feel like you've been enduring for ages. It's often because you are on the brink of transformation. You stand at the threshold of a breakthrough where freedom, promotions, problem-solving miracles, and the realization of your dreams are not distant but imminent. Change is coming. Soon your child will find their way. Soon new opportunities will arise. Soon the right person will come into your life. Soon you will walk into a season of abundance. Aligning yourself with God means embracing this soon mentality. When you anticipate that things will take forever, you inadvertently hinder God's work in your life. By expecting change soon, you awaken each day filled with hope, ready for the moment God's intervention will manifest. Perhaps your health isn't improving according to medical reports, but here's another report for you: soon your health will turn around. Financial struggles may appear insurmountable, with debts looming for decades, but what if you believed in a sudden shift? Soon you will break free from debt. You will transition from borrower to lender. How is this possible? God, who owns everything, needs only to extend His favor. One fortuitous opportunity, one innovative idea, or one beneficial contract can revolutionize everything. When will you conquer that addiction? Soon. When will the right person enter your life? Soon. When will that legal issue be resolved? Soon. When will you sell that property? Soon. When will you launch your business? Soon. Doubts will persist, whispering that the challenge is too significant, that the opposition is too strong, or that things have been this way for too long. Do not succumb to these falsehoods. Embrace this truth in your heart. The problem will soon be over. The loneliness, the anxiety, the grief, the infertility, the struggle to conceive, these issues are all nearing their end. These temporary struggles won't last much longer. Remember, God's timing is perfect, and His plans for you are filled with hope and a future. As Catholics, we are called to walk by faith, not by sight. Our trust in God is our anchor, even in the stormiest seas. Reflect on the stories of the saints, who faced immense trials with unwavering faith and emerged victorious. Their lives are testimonies that God's promises are always fulfilled. So lift your eyes to the heavens and adopt this soon mentality. Let your prayers be filled with thanksgiving for the imminent blessings. Every morning, rise with the expectation that today could be the day God reveals His power in your life. Embrace the belief that soon you will witness the miracles you've been praying for. Your transformation is at hand, and God's grace is about to usher you into a new season of joy and abundance. In the life of Job, we find a profound example of unwavering faith amidst unimaginable hardships. Job, a man of integrity and devotion to God, encountered a cascade of devastating events. Despite his righteousness and honor towards God, everything around him crumbled. He lost his livelihood and his beloved children, and even his health deteriorated, leaving him covered in painful sores. This narrative reminds us that being faithful doesn't exempt us from life's trials. Indeed, the scriptures tell us that the rain falls on both the just and the unjust. When a storm hits, it drenches every house in its path, showing no favoritism. This indiscriminate nature of life's challenges can be disheartening, but it's crucial to understand that difficulties are a part of our earthly journey. The promise of our faith is not that we will avoid problems, but that these problems are transient, they will not last forever. When faced with our personal storms, akin to Job's trials, it's easy to be consumed by confusion and despair. Illness might strike, colleagues may turn against us, or we might face financial setbacks. In these moments, worry and fear can cloud our judgment, making it seem like the darkness will never lift. Yet we must hold on to the truth that these trials are temporary. Throughout our day, we should carry a prayer in our hearts. Father, thank you for the assurance that this problem is only temporary, that it didn't come to stay, but it came to pass. Thank you that it will soon be over. Job's story illustrates a critical lesson about perspective. As he surveyed his life, seeing only loss and suffering, he sank into deep depression, sitting in ashes and longing for death. His despair was fueled by the belief that his suffering was permanent, with no end in sight. This mindset can easily overwhelm anyone, but it's crucial to remember that our troubles are not forever. If we succumb to the lie that our hardships are permanent, we risk losing our joy and passion for life. However, our faith tells us a different story. God does not allow us to face any challenge that we cannot overcome with His help. If our struggles were insurmountable, God would not permit them in our lives. These moments of difficulty are tests of our faith and resilience. When faced with seemingly insurmountable odds, we have a choice to be defeated and give up on our dreams, or to stand firm in the belief that God is sovereign, greater than any obstacle we face, and that He will see us through. We must remember that every trial is an opportunity to reaffirm our trust in God's plan. Our faith should anchor us, especially when life's storms rage the fiercest. As Catholics, we are called to see beyond the present difficulties and trust in God's enduring promise. The trials we face are not meant to break us, but to strengthen our faith and resolve. So when you find yourself in the depths of despair, remember Job. Remember that even in his darkest hour, his story did not end in suffering, but in restoration and blessing. Let this be a reminder that God's love and grace are steadfast, guiding us through every storm and into the light of a new dawn. Your beliefs in tough times determine your outcome. Like Job, who rose from despair and declared, "I know that my Redeemer lives," you must shift to faith. It's normal to feel down, but don't stay defeated. Declare, I know God is with me. This problem is not permanent. This mindset disarms the enemy. When hit hardest, don't complain, declare change. Soon you'll recover, find new opportunities, and succeed. Job's troubles seemed endless, but lasted only months, not years. God restored him with double blessings. Your struggles, too, will end sooner than you think. The battle is in your thoughts. Reject lies of permanence. Stand firm in faith. Thank you, Father, for quick resolution like Job. Your resolution will come swiftly. God fights for you, opening doors and restoring what was lost. Embrace a soon mentality. Although some things take time, God promises swift deliverance. For our light and momentary troubles achieve eternal glory. Fix your eyes on the eternal, not the temporary. 2 Corinthians 4, verses 17 to 18. The book of Job, with its 42 chapters detailing Job's intense struggles, often seems like a testament to unending suffering. Yet the book's conclusion is powerful. Job lived another 140 years after his trials, witnessing his children and grandchildren for 4 generations. He died full of days, living a long, fulfilling life. As Romans 8 verse 18 says, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Psalm 30 verse 5 echoes, weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Job's trials lasted about 9 months, followed by 140 years of joy and health. God shows us that problems are temporary and do not define our lives. Your current struggles won't end your story. God has prepared an after this for you. After your difficulties, new joys and opportunities await. Don't be discouraged by temporary setbacks. What is meant for harm, God will turn for your good. He's resolving problems and bringing you into favor. Your future is brighter than your past. Life's turbulence, unexpected challenges, illnesses, betrayals are just brief moments. Though it may feel permanent, remember, God controls everything. He pilots your life and calms the storms. This turbulence is temporary. Soon you'll step into the joy and peace God has prepared for you. A dear friend of mine recently experienced a job loss. He had dedicated many years to his company, and the layoff wasn't a reflection of his performance but a result of financial constraints. Understandably, he felt an overwhelming urge to panic and become despondent. But I shared with him what I now share with you. This moment is not the conclusion of your story. The challenges you face are transient, and the path ahead will be illuminated by God's grace. God's plan is already in motion, and there is a new opportunity prepared for you, one that bears your name. Maintain your faith and continue to give your best. Soon you will step into your after this. You will be able to proclaim, after the layoff, I found a better position. After that person left, I met someone better. After the illness, I emerged stronger. The anxiety that keeps you awake at night, the relentless pursuit to solve everything on your own, let it go and return to a state of peace. This situation is temporary. Trust that things will work out as God guides you to your destiny. You may not see the path clearly now, but God is in control. No illness, no heartbreak, no work issue is greater than God. He is orchestrating your life's events behind the scenes. Your breakthrough is imminent, closer than you think. Reflect on the story of Noah in the book of Genesis. God warned Noah of an impending flood and instructed him to build an ark, a colossal boat, and gather pairs of every animal. People likely mocked Noah, thinking he was mad. After all, it had never rained before. Dew from the ground had always sufficed to water the earth. Imagine how outlandish this must have seemed. Yet the scriptures tell us that Noah obeyed God without question. The rain came down for 40 days, inundating the earth. Noah and his family, safe inside the ark, waited for months without knowing if this would be their new reality forever. Noah sent out a bird to check for dry land, but it returned with nowhere to rest. This cycle repeated, giving the impression of an unchanging situation. However, in Genesis chapter 8, it is written that God remembered Noah. He sent a wind to blow over the waters, causing the floods to recede. God remembers your faithfulness and obedience, just as he remembered Noah's. You've been steadfast, continuing to give, serve, and show kindness despite seeing no change. But take heart, your time is coming. Just as God sent a wind to make the waters disappear, he is about to move in your life, causing your seemingly permanent problems to vanish. That illness, the worry about your child, the work issue, they will all dissipate by the Spirit of God. Addictions, depression, scarcity, they will disappear. This is a new day, and God is blowing his favor, his blessings, and his healing into your life. The following verse in Genesis tells us that the underground water sources ceased their gushes, and the torrential rain stopped falling. There are hidden issues in your life, unseen sources of your struggles, that are about to cease. God is about to cut off the root of what has been holding you back. The illness, the addiction, the problem, they are all on the verge of ending. Even after the waters ceased, Noah and his family had to wait a few more months before they could leave the ark. You might not see immediate changes, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. God is working, and it's just a matter of time before you witness his work manifesting. Maintain the right perspective. Your problem is temporary and will not last as long as it seems. Live with the mentality that relief is near. Soon, things will change in your favor. If you embrace this mindset, I firmly believe and declare that healing is on its way. Freedom is on its way. Breakthroughs are on their way. Soon you will find yourself healthier, meeting the right people, and seeing your problems resolved. Soon you will witness God's favor in unprecedented ways. In Jesus' name, receive this message and say Amen today.